two meats. We've got a ground sausage and a ground beef, and we're gonna fry those up here in just a minute. I also like to do this in the crock pot because I can set up my Velveeta chunks and get that going in here. At the same time, I've got all of my meat working in here. We have the green chilies, and we have a can of diced tomatoes with green chilies already added. And then I like just a little bit of heat, so I'm adding a chipotle pepper. So let's get started. This is the Isarino's classic pork sausage. Super good flavor. They do have a hot one, so if you like your spice, you can definitely get a hot sausage. Ground beef from Trader Joe's. I'm gonna pop this in with our sausage. Now it's really important to break down the meats pretty small because this is a dip. So if you have too big of a chunk, and I did this the last time, my chunks were too large, it makes it challenging to actually get a good scoop on your Fritos or your corn chips or whatever it is that you're using. So we want to make sure that this is nice and small. Now while you have your sausage and ground beef going, you can start preheating your crock pot because while this continues to cook, we're going to add our tomatoes, our chilies, and our Velveeta in here, and so that can start to smooth out and get all nice and good and melty. So this is going to take 16 ounces of Velveeta cubed, and the great thing about these large Velveeta containers is that they have the 4-ounce markings on them, so we're going to want 4 ounces. And then we're going to cube this up. And before I get started on that, I'm going to go ahead and pop open my diced tomatoes. These have fire roasted, diced and fire roasted organic tomatoes with organic green chilies. And then we're also going to add a second container of green chilies. This is a 4-ounce serving. So I'm starting out with my crock pot on high, and then once I get everything incorporated inside the crock pot, I'm going to turn it down to low. And in order for the Velveeta to get incorporated quicker, we're just going to cube this up. And always assemble this the night before and let it hang out in your refrigerator, and then pop it in your crock pot when you're ready on game day. Or appetizer, doesn't have to be for games, it's just good. And the first time I had this was actually at a company potluck, and my friend Jenny brought it in. Oh my gosh, it is a favorite. So of course I texted her and asked if I could share it with you, my Huckleberry neighbors. We've got all of that chopped up and in our pot. Put our lid back on, wash our hands because Velveeta is gross. Now you can do this as spicy as you like or as mild as you like. You can use a spicy sausage. You can use the hot tomatoes with peppers, or you can just use the mild for both of them, and then add your own spices with like cayenne. But my favorite is the Chipotle chili pepper. It's smoky and it's got a nice heat that sort of builds but is not at all overpowering. Grease and everything is going in. Okay, and let's give it a nice stir. Oh, that Velveeta's getting all melty. And then I'm gonna add a couple shakes of my Chipotle chili pepper. And this is just a season to taste. I don't have like a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon or whatever. I just, okay, like 12 shakes, not a couple. Give that a stir. Let me show you what this looks like, guys. So if you're going to a Super Bowl party, if you're having like an Olympics watch party, if you have a company potluck, this is a really easy, very tasty and popular dish. So we're going to let this hang out. We're going to get all the cheese nice and melty, and then I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. Ooh, that's good and melted. Oh, that looks so good. I'm going to add some more pepper because it's so good.
Here comes Huckleberry's son.
All right, well here, why don't you be my taste tester? Come on over here. that's too hot. No, it's not too hot.
Perfect.
Okay.
It's great.
Thank you, Josh.
You really want to try it?
Don't talk with your mouth full. Oh.
How much cumin do you put in there?
I don't put cumin in here.
Put a little cumin in there.
I'm not putting cumin in
Put a
here.
little cumin
Oh
in
my
there.
gosh.
I want to put some of mine in after you make some on the side.
All the Mexican food we eat.
I want that, yeah.
You like that? Okay.
I want it in all of it.
It is really powerful, so I'm going to start like small
Okay.
with a 1/4 teaspoon. We'll build it up from there. And this is how we cook. Just whatever we feel like.
Yeah.
This is the fun thing about cooking and spices is that if you know what you like, you can just give it a shot and give it a try. Like, why not, right? All right, Josh, you want to give it a go with our cumin?
Amazing.
Okay. Come over here. I'll get it over the counter.
I got it.
You got it? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Still tastes the same.
It tastes the same? Okay.
I didn't taste the cumin at all. Didn't even taste
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good?
Look how good taste is.
Okay, good. We have a winner.
The cumin, yeah, the cumin, you don't really taste it, but it brings out the other flavor.
It really does. I love how it brought out the tomato. So thank you for joining me on this edition of the Huckleberry Home and our football dips. So let me know how it goes. Give us a like, subscribe, drop us a line. Did you all come in here for more football dips? Thanks, guys.